Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Michigan State's offense comes on the field first today. And this is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Here's the option play. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. Early in the season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And we're going to throw now on first down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop them short of the marker.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Play action here on first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Grab behind the line. It's Sampson. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. So a field goal attempt coming up now.
Well, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks. Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Baylor Bears offense gets their first crack now. Well, last time out, this quarterback had a huge game, mostly leaning on the tight end. So obviously the defense is going to try to focus on that. But Kirk, can they slow him down today?
Yeah, that's the big question. This tight end has the skill set where he can make you pay no matter what coverage you play. Defense has got to do a really good job of jamming him at the line of scrimmage, not letting him be the difference maker again today.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
First down and 10. It's a run to the left. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Bears look to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Thrown to the end zone. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Grab by the receiver. They bring them down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate it.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Makes a quick catch. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Baylor.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Toss play to the outside. Running with purpose. Crosses the 25. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
But it's a nice job of picking up the 1st down by this Michigan State running back. Chris, you think back over the years, think of how many good backs we've seen wear these colors for Michigan State. Going back to Lorenzo White, guys like T.J. Duckett, Le'Veon Bell, Javon Ringer. Always a good back in East Lansing.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the right side. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the Spartans will line up to kick it away. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. Here's the first play of the drive. He started at 28. They'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Receiver in motion now. Looks left and finds his target there. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. And Kirk Baylor has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5.
False start on offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And it's a bunch formation. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? He hands it off from the gun. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
It's a really good, solid run. It's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
They'll feed the back again. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Clutch conversion on third there. Sets them up first down from the 31.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
And they hand it off to the back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. It's a big 3rd down defensive play. So now on comes the field goal unit. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. And he's got it. No problem.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters.
Breaks into the clear. The 30. At the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bears.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And the point after makes the lead 8. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hussein. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to protect the Michigan State quarterback and give him time to make an accurate throw for the first down. And, boy, over the years, especially recently, they've had great quarterback play. Connor Cook, 3 years of starting, outstanding performances by his Michigan State offenses. Kirk Cousins, we saw what he could do when he was at East Lansing and the job he's now doing in the NFL. Even going back to Drew Stanton, who's more of a dual threat guy. Spartans have had really good quarterback play.
Using his legs, it's Sampson. Great move in the open field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Spartans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Play fake, looking to throw. Catch made by the big tight end. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allow...
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Just an avalanche of momentum continues for this team. Now the defense gets involved with this sack here on 3rd down, setting up a huge 4th down and a chance maybe to get the ball back.
Offense on the field. It's 4th down and 9. Well, somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage.
False start off offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Bears will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. 2nd and long for this offense after the sack. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. Fielding the block, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put in the scoring position before the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. The Bears hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Snags the good throw. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to take off. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments.
The Spartans will kick this away to start the second half. Returner trying to create good field position. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They're fortunate to have the lead at the break with those pass protection problems. Let's see if they can clean that up here in the third quarter. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Here's the second down play. Give it to the back again. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle, but first down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They keep him off balance with a run. Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Here's the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Looks right for a quick completion. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if...
Touchdown, Bears! Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. The pass rush closing in, and it's caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. The Spartans bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the return will be brought down. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Design quarterback run. Breaks an open space. Who's in the clear? They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Baylor. They continue to roll up the score.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Offense showing a bunch formation now. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
There's the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Defense showing blitz here. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Trying to convert with a sneak. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the 1st half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Looking right, this one caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Bears pick up enough for a 1st down here.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
And he drops back in the gun. He escapes the pocket. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Hussein. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points when they bounce back here. Looking for a gap, it's Sampson. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt can give the opponents excellent field position. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Past the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Sparty.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. On the toss play, runner moving left. Inside the 30. Now here he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down, but the veteran quarterback paid a price for that completion.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Spartans pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. Let's go.
On first down, it's play action. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Short pass finds the tight end. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up.
221 wing. Banner.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him with his hands make a play.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Out of the gun now on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it. Offense.
So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Brings up fourth down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Here we go.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Makes a quick grab. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Under pressure, just lets it go. And then just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. Back to throw again. The receiver makes the catch. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's going to pull it down and run. Finding space at the 20. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
The Bears looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. On the run here, lets it go. Touchdown, Bears! This offense is still clicking.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly.
Hey, 27, jump!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. The senior makes an excellent catch there and is brought down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Important 2nd down play coming up.
Military stunt! Military stunt!
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Now it's second down here. Delayed handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to
taking a shot deep down the right side. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. And the Spartans will send the punt team onto the field. And they've got the returner corralled. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pounding away with the run game. Gets the first and still running. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Well, this is a performance, Kirk, in a big showdown game late in the season. Tough competition to show what you're about. And they've made the clutch plays, and they got to be considered a serious contender going forward now.
Yeah, we've said this really all year. Obviously, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And these guys have been on a mission since day one. And they're going to be a real problem in the next few weeks as we get the playoff off the ground.
And here's the handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Past the 40. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Baylor. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sampson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
The receiver grabs it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for a late deep shot. And is intercepted. He could go. Now the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Bears. A crucial pick six.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This is a squib kick. Picked up by one of the up men. They get him down to the 33 after a solid return. Looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass rush gets home. A sack to end it as the defense punctuates this victory. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.